Welcome to another episode of Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 42. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Frank, your learning partner on this journey. Emma, it feels like it's been a long week. I am so ready for the weekend.
I know what you mean, Frank. The week can be demanding, but learning something new is the perfect way to power through to the finish line.
I couldn't agree more. It's a great way to switch gears. So, what's on the menu for today? What words are we conquering this time?
An excellent question. Today, we're going to dive into explain Saturday, owing, should, conflict, black, delicate, press, investigate, and universal.
Wow, that's quite a mix. We've got everything from a day of the week to some pretty serious sounding words like conflict and investigate. This should be interesting.
It certainly will be. But before we get into our word by word deep dive, we want to remind all our amazing listeners if you find our podcast helpful, please take a moment to save, like, and subscribe.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell and share us with your friends. Your support is what allows us to keep creating more polished episodes for you all. It truly means the world to us.
Absolutely. Now, are you ready to get started, Frank?
Born ready. Let's kick things off.
All right, our first word is explain. To explain something means to make it clear or easy to understand by giving more details. In Chinese, we'd say 解释.
That's a word we use all the time. Sometimes I have to ask my friends to explain a joke to me if it goes over my head. Is it always about words? Can you explain a process?
That's a great point. You can explain a process, a concept, a decision, anything that needs clarification. For example, a chef can explain a recipe, and an engineer can explain how a machine works.
I see. So a sentence could be, can you explain the rules of the game to me one more time?
Exactly. Or the teacher explained the new grammar point very clearly. Another one could be he had to explain his absence to his boss.
That last one sounds a bit serious. It shows that explain can be used in both casual and formal situations. A very useful word.
It is indeed. Moving on to our next word, which you mentioned earlier, Frank. It is Saturday, the day of the week before Sunday and following Friday. In Chinese, it's 星期六.
Ah, Saturday, my favorite day of the week. No work, no stress. What is there to even discuss? It's just Saturday.
You're right, it's straightforward, but we can talk about how we use it. We often use on with days of the week. For instance, we are having a party on Saturday.
Right. And we can also make it plural. I usually go hiking on Saturdays. That means I do it every Saturday, or at least most of them.
Precisely. It's a simple word, but its usage patterns are important. Let's create another sentence.
The library is closed on Saturday. And I have a dentist appointment next Saturday morning. Seems simple enough. Let's keep going.
Our third word is owing. This is an adjective, and it's often used in the phrase owing to, which means because of or on account of. The core meaning in Chinese is yo you.
Owing to. I think I've seen this in formal writing. Is it common in everyday speech? It sounds a bit fancy.
It is more formal than because of, but you'll still hear it. It's very useful for giving a reason, especially a reason that's a bit of a challenge or problem. For instance, owing to the bad weather, the flight was canceled.
So it's like a more formal way of saying the flight was canceled because of the bad weather. I can use that to sound smarter. How about this? The match was postponed owing to a waterlogged pitch.
Perfect. That's a classic example from sports news. Another one could be owing to a lack of funds, the project was abandoned. It often introduces a slightly negative reason.
Got it. A very handy phrase for formal explanations.
Now for our fourth word, should. This is a modal verb used to indicate a recommendation, obligation, or expectation. In Chinese, we would say 应该.
Ah, should. My parents said this to me a lot. You should clean your room. You should study harder.
That's a very common use, giving advice or saying what is right. For example, you should see a doctor if you feel unwell. It's a suggestion for the best course of action.
Can it also be about guessing? Like, he should be here by now.
Yes, that's the expectation use. It means you expect something to happen. For example, based on the tracking information, the package should arrive tomorrow. It's not a guarantee, but a strong possibility.
So one sentence could be, you should apologize for what you said. And another one, for expectation. If you follow the recipe, the cake should be delicious.
Both are excellent examples that show the two main functions of should. Well done, Frank.
Thanks, Emma. It's all starting to make sense. What's next on our list?
Next up is conflict. As a noun, it means a serious disagreement or argument. As a verb, it means to be incompatible or at variance. The core meaning is kontu.
So conflict. That sounds intense, like a war or a big fight. Is it always that strong?
It can be, as in an armed conflict, but it can also refer to disagreements in a workplace or a family, like a conflict of interest or she is in conflict with her parents over her future career.
And what about the verb form, to conflict with?
Right? That's when two things clash and can't both be true or happen at the same time. For example, his account of the event conflicts with the official report, or my meeting on Saturday conflicts with my son's baseball game.
Okay, so I could say, the two countries have been in conflict for decades, and for the verb form, your travel plans conflict with mine, so we can't go together.
Perfect. You've shown both the noun and verb forms beautifully. Let's move to the next word black.
Black. The color? Or is there more to it?
Primarily, it is the darkest color, the opposite of white, which is heisada. But it has many other uses. For example, we talk about black coffee, which means coffee without milk.
And the term in the black means a company is profitable, right? As opposed to in the red.
Exactly. That's a great business related idiom. It can also describe a mood. If someone is in a black mood, they are angry or depressed. For instance, he's been in a black mood all day.
That's a lot of meanings. So, a simple one is, she wore a black dress to the party. But I could also say, after months of hard work, our small business is finally in the black.
Fantastic examples. You're showing the literal and idiomatic uses of the word. Let's tackle our next one, which is delicate.
Delicate. That makes me think of something fragile, like a flower or a piece of glass.
That's the primary meaning, easily broken or damaged. In Chinese, it's 精致的 or 脆弱的. For example, this antique vase is very delicate, but it can also mean a situation that needs careful handling,
A delicate situation? Like what?
like a negotiation. You could say, the peace talks are at a very delicate stage. It means things could easily go wrong if you're not careful. It can also describe a flavor or a color that is subtle and not strong.
I see. So the watch mechanism is incredibly delicate and complex. That's the fragile meaning. For the situation, I could say, he had to handle the delicate matter of a conflict between two employees.
Exactly right. You're highlighting the different shades of meaning very well. Now for the word press.
Press? Like to press a button? Or does it mean the news media?
Both. Its main meaning is to apply pressure to something, which is an, as in press this button to start. but it can also mean to urge or pressure someone to do something. And you're right, the press refers to journalists and news organizations.
So many words with double meanings today. For the first meaning, she pressed her face against the cold window. For the persuasion meaning, the reporters continued to press the minister for an answer.
Excellent. And for the media meaning,
How about the politician refused to comment when approached by the press?
wonderful. You've covered all three main uses. We're on a roll. Our second to last word is investigate.
To investigate. That sounds like what a detective does.
Precisely. It means to carry out a systematic or formal inquiry, to discover and examine the facts of an incident or allegation so as to establish the truth. In Chinese, we say 调查.
So it's a very formal and thorough kind of looking into something, not just a quick search.
Correct. Police investigate crimes, scientists investigate phenomena. A company might investigate a complaint. For example, the police are investigating the cause of the accident.
Okay, so I could say, a committee was set up to investigate the financial conflict within the department.
A great sentence that also uses conflict. Another one, we need to investigate why our sales numbers have been so low.
Right, it's all about finding the truth. I like that. What's our final word, Emma?
Our last word for today is universal. It means relating to or done by all people or things in the world, or in a particular group, applicable to all cases. The Chinese for this is 普遍的 or 全世界的.
Universal. Like a universal remote control that works for all devices?
Exactly. Or universal healthcare, a system that applies to everyone in a country. It can also refer to a theme or feeling that everyone can understand, regardless of their culture.
Ah, so things like love and loss are often called universal themes in literature and film.
You've got it. That's a perfect example. So we can say music is often called the universal language.
And another one, the new software update is designed to have universal appeal. This is another great word. Thanks, Emma. And for our listeners, don't forget to save this episode's word list. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell to get notified for our next set of 10 words.
Nicely said, Frank. Now that we've explored each word, it's time to put them all together. Let's move on to our scenario dialogue segment.
I'm ready. What's the scene today?
Let's imagine we are colleagues discussing a tricky situation at work. You start.
Hey, Emma. You look a bit concerned. Is everything all right?
It's this project. I have to explain a major budget conflict to the management team, and the meeting is this Saturday.
On a Saturday. That's rough. You should press them to postpone. What's the issue?
Well, owing to some unexpected costs, we are no longer in the black. It's a very delicate situation, and I need to be careful how I present it.
I see. It's not a simple black and white problem then. Did you investigate what caused the unexpected costs?
Yes, I spent all day on it. The problem seems to be universal across several departments, not just ours.
That sounds like a systemic issue. Well, you definitely should present all the facts you found. It's not your fault.
I know, but I still feel the pressure. The need to cut costs is a universal truth in business, after all.
True. Just explain the situation clearly. They should understand. You've done your part by investigating it.
Thanks, Frank. I appreciate the support.
And there we have it. All 10 of our words in one conversation. I noticed how universal was used to describe both the problem and a general truth.
Well spotted. And black was used idiomatically within the black and also in the phrase black and white. It shows how these words can be very flexible.
Absolutely. Okay, practice makes perfect. It's time for our Chinese to English practice segment. I'm going to give you, our dear listeners, a sentence in Chinese that uses some of the words we learned today. Your challenge is to translate it into English.
And we'll give you 5 seconds to think before we share our versions.
Ready for the first one? The sentence is鉴于目前的预算冲突，我们应该调查一下黑色星期五的销售数据来解释原因。
A tricky one to start. Take your time, listeners.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Emma, what's a good translation?
A solid translation would be owing to the current budget conflict, we should investigate the sales data from Black Friday to explain the reason.
Nice, I like the use of owing to. Another way could be given the present conflict in the budget, we ought to investigate the Black Friday sales figures to explain why. Ought to is a great synonym for should here.
Great alternative. Let's do another one.
All right, challenge number 2. Here is the sentence. 这是一个普遍的难题，你应该用一种巧妙的方式向媒体解释，不要强迫他们。
This one requires a delicate touch.
It does. 5 seconds on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you have for us, Emma?
I would say this is a universal problem and you should explain it to the press in a delicate way without pressing them too hard.
That's a smooth translation. I might have said, it's a universal challenge. You ought to explain it to the media delicately and not press them for an immediate response. Using delicately as an adverb works great too.
Excellent point. Okay, time for our final challenge.
Here we go. The last sentence is由于这是一个微妙的冲突，老板决定在周六亲自调查这件事。
A good test of our vocabulary.
5 seconds, everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hear the answer.
My translation would be owing to this being a delicate conflict, the boss decided to personally investigate the matter on Saturday.
Very clean. I also thought of, because this is a delicate conflict, the boss has decided he should investigate it himself this Saturday. Adding himself emphasizes the personally part of the original sentence.
Both versions work perfectly and showcase today's words well. Great job to all our listeners who participated.
Yes, fantastic work, everyone. That brings us to the end of today's episode.
But the learning doesn't stop here. In our next episode, we'll be tackling another exciting list of words interpretation, harness, tremendous, calmly, headquarters, software, concert, innocent, saturation, and anticipate.
Ooh, headquarters and tremendous sound fun. I'm looking forward to that already. Before we go, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. Your support helps us create more and better content for all of you.
It truly does. We hope you were able to explain these 10 new words to yourself after our session today.
I feel like I should be ready for any delicate conflicts that come my way, at least linguistically. Thanks for guiding us through it all, Emma.
It was my pleasure, Frank. And thank you to all our listeners for tuning in. This is Emma from Oxford 4000 Essential English Words.
And this is Frank signing off. Keep learning and see you next time.